Pat P, your next opponent is a team you know very, very well, playing in your division. This is a very, very important game. It's important for a few reasons. Number one, it's an NFC North opponent. You guys have an opportunity, already having 2 games in your hand, out of the way, all victories, by the way, to get another win within the division. And we know how important winning your division games is when it comes to trying to get that championship crown at the end of the year in your division. You're playing against the Chicago Bears. But before we tap into the Bears, is it weird to go out of the country to London and not have a bye week? So you got to get right back into the flow of things and get ready for another opponent.
I love it.
You like it? Tell us why.
Hey, man, that iron hot right now, Matt. That iron hot, man. We might as well just keep on rolling, man. Keep on rolling. We got a bye week here in 2 weeks. We got some, like you said, a good task in front of us facing a divisional opponent. Then we got to travel down to sunny South Florida next week. Then we're going to have that bye to have an opportunity to regroup, then get back going. But, right now, the way, that the momentum and the way the confidence is building with the team, let's keep it rolling.
Yeah. And how do you approach a game like this in regards to, your DB, being a DB versus an opponent that throws the ball at a historically low rate? I mean, we're not seeing a lot of passes from the Bears. The Bears are off to one of the worst passing starts this century. Their 67 pass attempts are the fewest by any team through four games since the 1982 Patriots. And I saw a stat today. Cooper Kupp has more receptions than Justin Fields has as completions.
Wow.
Like Justin Jefferson has 28 receptions. The Bears team has 34. And they only have 471 yards as a team receiving yards. Justin Jefferson has 393, 2 touchdowns, tied to 2 touchdowns. So, yes, Cooper Kupp has more receptions than Justin Fields has completions. So, long story short, their passing game has been out of whack. So, I'll ask you this question. Seeing that this team has been consistently bad in throwing the football, is there any added pressure for you guys, especially in the back end, to keep that trend going?
Not really. Just watching them on tape, it's just they really lean on the run. I was just watching them against, the first game against Green Bay. I saw that game live on Monday night, and they committed to the run. They had some big runs, but they were just committed to the run, man. I don't know if it's the passing scheme is not set up for Justin Fields at all. I don't know if it's not slowing down for him just yet. I know one thing. He definitely hold on to the ball very, very when he do drop back and pass. So I don't know if it's a trust factor, So it's a lot of things that can go into the factor why they only throwing the ball 67 times, which is, like you said, mind-boggling. But I don't believe there's no added pressure on the back end, as long as we still continue to take away those big plays. When they do want to, play action and boot them and put them on the move and things like that. Put those guys in predictable situations. Make sure we stop the run. That's going to be very key in this ball game, because these guys are going to heavily rely on the run game. So if we do those things, it can be hopefully another 22-17 day.
And no question. And most importantly, too, I mean, you're 3-1 right now. Just think about how this season has been night and day for our fans watching us and listening to us. Because remember, last year, I can't remember you guys were in your first 4 games, but I don't think you were 3-1. I know that for sure. We had already experienced
maybe 2-2, maybe.
Got to be 2-2. I don't think you were 1-3. But clearly, this is a better start. Another opportunity to play against a team that, you got to take care of. You got to beat the teams you're supposed to beat. And I think that's where it all lies for the Minnesota Vikings. A crazy stat in regards to the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings haven't been called for an offensive holding, DPI, face mask, unnecessary roughness, or roughing the passer yet this season. How does that happen, Pat P?
Man, we just a clean football team, man. We don't beat ourselves, man. We just, so far, just been a very, very smart football team in all phases. 2-minute warnings, special teams, offense. I know KO's are preaching about getting better in the red zone, but other than that, those guys are clicking on all cylinders. Defense, we want to continue doing a better job of just slowing down the run and keeping guys out of the end zone when they get in the red zone. But, for the most part, just being just a clean, physical football team, man. And that's one thing that KO always harp on, going into each and every game, making sure that we're not beating ourselves. And that's one element, that's one box that we can check off for sure that, we're not out there, putting ourselves in harm's way by racking up penalty yardage on the stat sheet.
Yeah. Well, you know what time it is? It's prediction time, right? Playing against an offense that has been one-dimensional, haven't really thrown the football a lot. I don't know if you guys will get an opportunity to catch any passes as a defender because they don't throw the football a lot. But with that being said, I got to give a score prediction of 23-13 Vikings win. Vikings go on to advance to be 4-1, which is really good because last year we got the record. In the first 4 ball games, you guys were 1-3, and you went off to win 2 straight, and you became 3-3. So this is the opportunity for the Vikings to jump to 4-1. So for all you listeners and viewers, man, especially in our comments on YouTube, let us know what your prediction would be for this game. Let's see who comes up to be the closest. Let's do that. Let's play that little guessing game. See who can have the closest predicting the score for this Sunday's ball game at home. It's another home affair. So make sure Viking Nation, man, Skol Nation, and make sure you're there to support. And let's get this 23-13 victory in favor of the Vikings.